Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Austin, and today it's time for a brand new video. Today I'll be going over what CPM is, and what you can do to increase it to make more money through YouTube advertising. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you soon. Alright, let's just jump right into it. What is CPM? So CPM stands for cost per mil, meaning how much it costs for an advertiser to actually display their ad 1,000 times on the web page. That's what CPM stands for. Now, as a creator, we want to get very high CPM content on our videos. That's how we earn more money, is by having more expensive content being advertised on our videos. Now, since YouTube is owned by Google and Google handles all payments through AdWords and they do all the advertising for us, they do take a share of the CPM. So therefore, you have your CPM, you subtract the share that Google takes, and you're left with the RPM, the revenue per mil. Us creators, we only get RPM, we get the revenue per mil. So we get the CPM subtracted from the cut that Google takes, and we get whatever is left. That's how much we earn, is RPM. Now, since RPM is kind of bizarre and difficult to deal with, I'm just going to keep calling it CPM because it's much easier to find. Since Google doesn't openly say how much they actually cut from the CPM, we're just going to be talking about CPM flat because it's a very easy number to find and work with when we're dealing with advertisers and making estimates about how much our videos will actually make. Alright, so there are so many factors that influence CPM. The YouTube algorithm doesn't really tell us everything about what's going on. The algorithm is quite secretive and we don't really know how it works, but we do generally know the biggest factors that apply in how much money you actually make. So the first thing we want to talk about is going to be edgy content or swearing or inappropriate videos on YouTube. If your videos fall under that category, you will get paid less from YouTube. YouTube wants to prioritize higher end advertisers to content that is very family friendly, where there's no swearing and there's no questionable content. That's why if your content is somewhere on the fringe, it's not exactly family friendly, then you're gonna see a huge drop in your Google AdSense earnings. That's what we saw a couple of months ago to some large channels that did post a lot of edgy and inappropriate content. They did see a massive drop in their Google AdSense earnings because of this whole adpocalypse. So the first thing you want to do is, if you want to earn more money, you can't post inappropriate content or edgy content, unfortunately. It's just not going to work. Alright, so let's talk about MCNs, otherwise known as multi-channel networks. So this is one way that you can influence how much money you make through YouTube advertising. So how it works is that if you want to join a multi-channel network, they have their own business and marketing team that goes out to find advertisers that want to advertise on that network's content. If you're a member of that network, then they will get higher paying advertisers to go and advertise their content on your videos. That's how it works. However, since they're going to be finding better advertisers, they're going to be taking a significantly larger cut of the amount of money that you'll be earning. That's why I'm not a big fan of MCNs, because they only really help out large channels. And if you're a small channel that has especially less than 1,000 subscribers, you're going to get completely ignored. So that's why I really recommend you don't join an MCN unless you have a huge following and you're actually making some good money already. I've had some terrible experiences with multi-channel networks in the past. There's a lot to choose from out there, like Maker Studios, Machinima, and Fullscreen. Those are a couple examples, but I've been part of a multi-channel network for about 5 years. I'm no longer part of one right now, as you can probably tell, but I've had nothing but terrible experiences. So definitely tread lightly if you want to join an MCN. They are one way you can possibly get higher CPMs, but in the long run, you might actually end up earning less money than you will than being on your own and using just Google AdSense. Alright, so let's talk about copyright. Don't use copyright music, images, video. Don't do it. It's just dumb. Here's what's going to happen. If you upload a video with Drake music in the background, for example, you're going to find that you're going to get about 10% of the CPM that you are already earning. 10%. 90% of it, it's going to go to Drake. He's going to make more money on it than you will. So do you know what? He's got enough money as is. Don't include copywritten content in your videos, because you're going to take a massive hit in your AdSense earnings, and you'll probably get a copyright strike. Just don't do it. It's not smart. If you want to get good copyright-free music, there are so many, startup DJs, producers out there nowadays, rappers that you can find on Instagram, Facebook pages, Twitter, YouTube. We're on YouTube. You guys know that. You can easily find one of these up-and-coming artists, ask to use their music in exchange for a link in the description of your own video, so you can drive traffic toward them. These young creators are always open to collaborations. If you want to borrow their music, ask them for permission, and then throw their link in the description and then play music in the background. It's a great way that affects everyone positively. It's a great outcome. Definitely don't be afraid to collaborate with these smaller creators that have good music on YouTube. It's totally worth your time. All right, so let's talk about content and how to actually increase your CPM. So this is going to be very, very difficult to talk about because it's a very difficult topic to do and there's a lot of jargon that's involved. So let me just try and break this down as easily as possible. So Google has this tool called Google AdWords. It's a great website or platform that you can go to through which companies can actually advertise through Google. So they can advertise their videos, they can put up banner ads at the top of Google searches, sidebar ads. It's where whenever you go into Google and see an ad, it's all done through Google AdWords. It's a great tool. Now, where it's done for advertising, not for actual AdSense. It's the opposite of AdSense. AdSense is how much money you earn from advertising, and AdWords is how much you want to spend on advertising. So they're polar opposites, but to understand how to increase your CPM, you have to understand how advertisers are willing to spend money on topics and keywords. All right, so let's talk about the Google AdWords process and what goes on behind the scenes, because we don't really see everything that's going on usually. So how the whole advertising process works on Google AdWords is an advertiser will make a bid. A bid is the max amount an advertiser is willing to spend to have their advertisement viewed or clicked online. That bid is then applied to a keyword. Now a keyword makes up everything. Every time you see a word in a video or in a YouTube video in the title, description, or tags, those could all be considered keywords. So for example, if I make a car review, I don't do car reviews. If I make a car review about the Ford Taurus, and I have the keyword Taurus in my description, and Ford wants to advertise the brand new Ford Taurus, and they have a Ford Taurus advertisement, and they're willing to spend $1 bids on the keyword Taurus, then they're going to display their ad on my video. If someone clicks on that ad, I will make approximately $1 after Google takes their cut of the advertisement revenue. That's how that works. So to make money, you have to try and find keywords that actually have very high bids so you can earn extra cash. All right, so now it's time to talk about Google AdWords and how it all works. So Google AdWords is a great free tool that you can use to increase your CPM and try and find keywords which have very high paying bids. So you want to create an account with Google AdWords. It's completely free. It's owned by it's owned by Google. And of course, Google owns YouTube as well. So both your YouTube and AdWords accounts should sync quite seamlessly well. It's definitely worth looking into. So first of all, you get your AdWords page. You want to go to the top right corner of your screen, click on the wrench, and then go to the keyword planner. Next up, you're going to be brought to a page which looks a lot like this. It's going to be asking you to find some new keywords. So since I'm creating a new video, for example, like I said, my Ford Taurus video, I'm going to enter keywords or phrases which are similar to the Ford Taurus. So I'm going to enter Ford Taurus, and then Taurus. You can only enter in 3, by the way, keep that in mind. So once you enter in your 3 keywords related to your video, you want to hit get started, and you'll get this page. So this page is quite in depth. There's a lot going on right now, so let me just break it down for you real quick. So first of all, you have the search volume trends, which are going to be all the different trends for the last couple of months, looking at mobile and just in total how many trends there are, or how many searches there are. Ignore that, doesn't matter to us, we're not looking at it whatsoever. You want to go down to this chart below. So here in the chart, there's only a couple columns which really matter to us. We want to look at keyword, absolutely. We want to look at average monthly searches. We want to look at top of page bid, the low range, and the high range. And that's it, just those 4 things. So we want to try and find keywords which have very high bids to include in our videos. But we need to try and make sure that the keywords are still relevant. We want to make sure they have at least 1,000 monthly searches. We want to try to make sure that they have a bid of at least $2, $2.50. Bare minimum, low range bid of $2 or $2.50 approximately. So how are we going to do this? Let's try and find some low range bids first. So let's go to the top, let's go to the right side. Let's sort by low range. I'm going to see this is going to be the highest low range bid we have, $6.97. It's for the keyword black Ford Taurus. It's only searched about 20 times per month on average. We can 100% ignore this keyword because it's garbage. We want to get stuff that's searched more than 1,000 times. So black Ford Taurus, sorry, we're going to exclude that one. Next up, we have Ford GT. Okay, if I'm doing a Ford review, this could be similar. It's searched 14,800 times per month. That's a significant amount. Remember, anything over 1,000 is great. And then the top of page bid, the low range to the high range is $6.71 to $10.99. This is very good. This is a very good range. Remember, like I said, anything over $2 is good. This is $6.
$6.71. This is a very, very good keyword. It's searched a lot. And assuming your video is related to the Ford GT, this would be a very, very good keyword to include in your video. This is something that I would definitely include in the tags of my video, without a doubt. Next up, we have Ford Finance. 1,000 searches per month. That's very good. 621 to 1086. That's a very good range. I'll definitely include that. So that just means that you know, the bid on the keyword is anywhere between $6.21 all the way up to $10.86. So we could get money anywhere in that range. If someone clicks on the ad or fully views it, then we're actually going to get paid for it. Now, it's worth noting what actually counts as a click or review or a monetized playback in general. All right, so now let's talk about the 4 different types of advertising on YouTube. So there's 4 types here. We got, first of all, you have true view in-stream video ads. This is when you just see a video advertisement before or after your video or during. Next up, we have true view in-display ads. These are advertisements which play on the sidebar of the video. So often when you see like suggested videos or up next, you're gonna see videos which are very similar to the topic of the one you've just seen. Oftentimes you'll see a video which is highlighted in yellow, has a little ad symbol next to it. That means it's actually a paid advertisement. If someone clicks that advertisement, that advertised video, you will actually get paid, which is kind of cool. We also have display ad, which is just like the traditional large rectangular kind of square ad in the top right corner of the screen. Then we also have video overlay ads, which just kind of appear in the bottom third of your video. So, how do these all work? The true view video like in-stream ad is the only one that's relatively different from the rest. If someone watches a video advertisement for 15 seconds or more, or clicks it, you will get paid whatever the bid was on that video. So if there's a Ford GT video ad on the video, and it has a bid of $6.71 to $10.99, somewhere in that range, and someone clicks or watches it for 15 seconds or more, you'll get awarded that bid. You will get paid however much they were bidding for that advertisement. Now, if there's a Ford GT ad in the sidebar, there's a Ford GT ad as a video overlay, or a Ford GT ad as a true view in display ad on the right sidebar of the video, you will only get paid if someone actually clicks on that advertisement. That's how this works. That's how YouTube advertising works. All right, so now that you know how bids works, let's just finish up with how Google AdWords will actually work here. So like I said, you want to try and find things that have a very, very high page bid, very high monthly searches, and something that's relevant to your actual topic. So next up, let's try and find something else. For example, Ford Escape, 33,000 monthly searches. That's an awesome keyword. 516 to 1555. That's an awesome range that we should definitely be looking into. If I was making a video about the Ford Escape, I'd definitely include the tags, or the tag Ford Escape in the tags section of my video. That's so you can earn some extra cash. Also, you want to find a good mix between very, very high paying page bids, and you also want to find very, very high monthly searches. So your video gets seen by a lot of people, and you also show very high paying advertisements. That's how you want to get the best of both worlds here. So you also, once you find some really good high paying bids, you want to try and find some monthly searches which are very high. So let's go and find some here quick. Horoscope, because I entered in Ford Taurus, we can ignore that. But as you can see here, the range for bids are so low, 2 cents to 5 cents. That's insane. That's so insane. Anyway, moving on. So we have Toyota, you know, a buck away to 568. That's okay, but huge monthly searches. We're doing Ford, so let's go to Ford Canada. This is a good one. 135,000 monthly searches. Actually, on a really high page bid too. 276 to 783. It's a great keyword to include in our tags. Next up, we have Ford. Same thing, 135,000. Great keyword to include. 223 to 602. We're getting to the lower end of the spectrum here, but it's still quite good. So you just want to try and find searches which have trying to find keywords which have very, very high searches. Once you find one that, you know, looks good and is related to your video, then you want to include it into the tag section of your video, so then it'll rank higher for that keyword. And then if someone clicks it, they'll show an ad related to that video.
All right, so there are some ways in which you can find keywords that are actually very, very applicable and make a ton of money for you. You can definitely find keywords that are very, very high cost per clicks and bids and such, but they're kind of uncommon and hard to find if you're in a certain niche. For example, your content has a massive effect on how much money you earn. Lawyers, divorce lawyers, and mediators. If you make YouTube videos about divorce law and mediators and accounting and such on YouTube, you can make very, very good money through Google AdWords or Google AdSense, and advertising, because divorce lawyers and mediators are willing to spend a huge amount of money on advertisement because they make so much money from just a single client. They're willing to spend $50, $60 cost per click. One click, one person clicks your ad, you make 60 bucks. Insane, right? But then also go to the other far end of the spectrum. You have gaming YouTubers that make like Minecraft and COD videos. They're talking like, if you're an unexperienced a video game content creator on YouTube, you will be getting videos advertised on your videos that will literally be like 5, 10, 20 cents per click. So we have far ends of the spectrum here. We were talking like 50, 60 bucks. We're talking 20, maybe 50 cents. We're talking massive, massive amounts of money in difference here. So keep in mind that your content has a massive, massive influence over how much money you make. That's why quite often you see people turning to sponsored and brand deals, which I have nothing against. I think that's a great way to earn money on YouTube. But if you're in certain markets, it can be very, very difficult to earn money 100% all through Google advertising. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did learn something, definitely hit the like button down below. It means the world to me. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them all down in the comments. I do reply to all my comments. So if you have any feedback or anything, it's highly appreciated. If you want to watch more content like this, you definitely hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell for notifications. And I hope to see you all soon. Thanks.